Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel and my name is Hannah, and today's video I'm going to tell you how I became a UI UX designer in 3 months and how you can do it as well. So let's get started. So I've been a UX designer for 2 years now, right? So this is how I became a UX designer from a non-technical background. So I actually studied accounting in uni, so I did not study anything related to tech or anything like that. So I was able to become a UX designer without knowing anybody in the design space or have access to mentorship and all of that. So this video is for someone you don't have access to people who are designers currently. So this is for you. I want to become a UX designer. Do not panic, you can do it. So the first thing is that I actually took the Google UX course. So yeah, this is it. My story is my first tech career was a front-end developer. So I'm already learning and JavaScript programming language and all that. And someone I had access to that time told me, oh, the only problem it solves with my designs and with my website was that I should learn design principles. So I actually came on YouTube and I was trying to like get tutorials on design principle, and it was during those tutorial period of me trying to learn design principles that I realized design is something I'm interested in, and I just transitioned to designer to becoming a UX designer. So that's just it. So now what did I do? What I did was I heard about the Google UX course. Now you're hearing about the Google UX course, or maybe you've actually heard about it somewhere. And the Google UX course is actually a paid certification by Google that is available on Coursera, and the certification has like 7 courses. So this is like you're going to get 7 certificates to be able to actually say, oh, you already complete the Google US course design course certification. So that's it. You have to do 7 courses. So this is actually paid, but for me, I actually did this course for free. So I'm telling you how you can do it for free as well. What you can do is you can apply for financial aid, and you just have to wait for like 15 days and your financial aid will be approved. And after that, you just start taking the course. So you apply for financial aid for all the 7 courses. They are not just applying for financial aid for just once for all. No, applying for financial aid for each of the courses separately. And after it is approved, after 15 days, you know if it is approved or not. But for me, it's actually mine was approved, and I've helped others like friends who found out on Twitter because I posted about it and asked me on how I did that, and I actually showed them how I did. They all got approved. So now this is what I want to say. If you're trying to like you don't know how to apply for financial aid and it is something you want me to show you, please just comment below that you're interested in me making a video on how to get the Google US design course financial aid that allow you to like take the course for free. And you can check the price for the course. If it is something you can afford, paying for it is actually worth the money. That's what I would say. It is definitely worth every penny you pay for it. So now these are the few misconceptions about the Google US because I've seen a lot of reviews. This is not a please let me just stop. This is not a promotional video. Nah, it was what I did that worked for me, and I think it's an opportunity for everyone out there who wants to become a UX designer to just take this route because you're going to get everything you need in this certification, everything you need. So now, these are the misconceptions. The Google UX course, like I said, UX design is actually focused on UX design and not on UI designs. That is the truth. It is not focused on UI designs. It's mainly focused on UX design. Are you going to be taught some basic UI design? Yes. But the course does not emphasize more on that compared to the UX design. Everything you need to know as a UX designer is in this course. Every single thing. That's what I'm saying. 2 years back, and I still sometimes have to refer back to my notes when I was taking the course. So it is worth every penny. The second misconception is you can see multiple reviews out there that was like, oh, this, and most of these reviews are based on the first course. This is like the foundation of the UX. design course. It's just the foundation, just the basic. So most people, some people actually like take the first course and they just thought maybe that's the certification. No, you have to take 7 courses. You have to take 7 courses for you to finish it. And here another thing is the course is actually for 6 months. Yeah, it's actually structured for you to take it for 6 months. But now this is it. You can take this course based on your own pace. So I've seen people that have finished this course in a month, 2 months, mostly 3 months, like myself, 3 months. So you can actually something you can complete within 3 months, depending on your schedule. If you have a 9 to 5 and you want to just like just take it at your own pace, you can take it for 6 months. Even when you have a 9 to 5, trust me, you'll be able to finish this course within 5 months. As far as you're committed and consistent with it, you would take the 7 courses within the stipulated time. The thing about the Google Yes course is it is so easy for you to, is like beginner friendly. You don't have to know anything. Just come as you are. You don't have to know any knowledge. You don't have to know anything to be able to take the Google Yes course. And the reason why I would recommend this is because when I was starting out, I did not have access to anybody. The Google Yes course started as a guide for me all through like my learning process, and you just have access to assignments, all the resources that you need, all the knowledge that you need. Like these courses are made by people who work at Google's UX designer with over 5, 10, 15 years of experience. So you are speaking with professionals and they are teaching you like 5-year-old. Like it's very simple to understand. And it is self-paced in a way where you can actually go back if you don't understand a particular thing and rewatch them, and you're always provided with additional resources. So this is a course that I would recommend. You can take it for free. Remember, you can take it for free. So another thing I'm going to address is the Google Yes course. Is that what made me a UX designer within 3 months? No, that's the truth. If I had taken the Google Yes course only, I would not have had the success I had within 3 months. So what are things that I did outside of the Google Yes course? So the Google Yes course was one. The second thing I did was like when I was taking the Google Yes course, I was sharing my process. I was telling people what I was learning. I was sharing my learnings. I was sharing my challenges. So this is it. This is something you can leverage on. Share your work. I would recommend X, which is formerly Twitter. Please, if you don't have an account, just create an account. If you have an existing account but you don't want to, it's just personal, right? You don't want to create design content, just create a new one for designs, right? And just start sharing. But anything you learn about design, share them. You get other people's opinion, you get access to resources. Some people will even drop a link to some resources for you if you guys are able to keep your conversations. Another thing about this is it helps you to like connect with others. So you can even get mentorship, you can get guidance, you can get somebody to hold your hands in this journey. If you are like me, because when I was starting out, like I said, I do not have access to anyone who is already in the field. So I was just starting on my own. So if you are in that position, please leverage social media. And one great thing about social media is you don't know who you're speaking with. You might be talking to someone with over 15 years of experience. And just with a post, you can just get access to them, and that's how you get like access to like knowledge and resources. So and the second thing is that I did differently apart from the Google UX course is, like I said, the Google UX course is focused on UX. So what I did is the moment I started the course, the moment I applied, the application for the financial is, like I said, take 15 days. So the moment I applied, I wasn't going to wait for just sit around for 15 days to start. So what I did was I came here on YouTube and I checked for Figma tutorial, right? Figma tutorial. So I've heard about Figma and Adobe SD before I started my career. So I think that's some privilege that I have and you may not have access to it. So that's actually like listing them out. So I already knew about Figma and Adobe SD before I started. So now, because I actually did a research before I even started, that's how I found out about the course and I cited the course. So now this is it. Look for a Figma tutorial. Figma is a design tool that is available both on web or you can have like the desktop version. So you can just start to use it on web. Just create an account. It's very simple. Create an account. It is free as well. You don't have to pay anything. So I'm not talking about SD now. I'm talking about Figma, because Figma is free and it's very easy. And I think that's like a tool that most companies use now. So you want to use a tool that most companies use and find your way around it. They're learning a particular tool, then having to transition to another tool later. And the mastery of your tools actually help you to in your actually like save you time with execution and all that. So choose Figma. Choose Figma, and after just check for YouTube video, just check for Figma tutorial for beginners here on YouTube and follow along. Watch those videos. You don't have to watch like a 10-hour, 15 hours video. You can just keep it small, like a 20 minutes, a 30-minute video. I think there is a tutorial on Figma tutorial in 24 minutes by AJ Smart. Get the tutorial. Follow along with them. If the person is clicking on Ctrl C, please click on Ctrl C with them, because this is you're just going to like replicate what they are doing, and after learning that, this is what you're going to do differently. You're going to start replicating designs. Now, this is what replicating design means. They are websites that are for designers, creative people in the creative space to share their work. So one is we have Dribble, we have Behance, right? These are the two I would mention. Okay, another one is this, we have Mobiz, but Mobiz is not for designers to share their work. These are like live apps that people are already using. You can get access to their screens, right? So I would link them so you can check. I'll actually drop all these links in the description so that you can easily just click on them and start using them. So on Dribble, right, you can just go to Dribble and search for UI design screens or UI designs, right? And they're going to show you. You can even search for mobile UI designs, right? So you can see as different thousands, millions of UI designs. Just pick one, copy the image, drop it in your Figma, and replicate it. You're just copying the same thing. Now, this is it. You can share this online, but do not claim it is your work. Do not claim it is your work. Just tell them, oh, you're replicating a design, maybe replication of this. And if you actually make mistakes, people would come and give you feedback. You get access to people who are also learning like you as well. So this is how you build your own little community of people you can go to for reviews, a second eye on your design and all that. And one great thing about replicating it, it's just get you started. Before you know it, you understand things, you know how this is how things are done. Because in UX design, there are patterns that are which certain elements are being designed and arranged. So you're already familiar with it. One thing with being consistent and doing a particular thing is you get good at it. So please do that and share. Like I mentioned, please share your work. This is like, I don't know how to, let me just say, we are in a digital world whereby people are not just only, people are hiring the best people that they know. So they have to know you to even know that if you're good or not, the right person for the job or not. They have to get to know you. And the only way you can do that is through social media posting. You can use any platform, but I would just recommend X, formerly Twitter. So this is another thing you can do. Another thing is, like I said, is just share your journey. Apart from like posting those designs, share your journeys. Another thing I would make mention, tips that you should do is please read articles, read design books. So when I was starting out, I really did not read design books. I didn't read articles, I read design books. So I actually have access, because I was sharing my designs. I got access to some people and they were like, I actually got like recommendation for design books and all that. And sometimes I will see somebody post about design books and I go to their DM to ask them about it, if they have access to it and all that. So read design books, because there are certain knowledge you get from design books that you cannot get from YouTube videos, tutorials, and all that. So just be consistent. I think an habit that I had then, that I have, even say now, because I still do it now, but I'm not as consistent as I was then, was that I design 2 screens every day. If it is a mobile app, I design 2 screens. If it is a web application, I design just 1 screen. So if it is a landing page, it's just the area section or a particular section, I just design just that 1 section every single day. So this usually takes me like 2 hours. because I haven't learned speed, so it takes me like 2 hours. But those 2 hours were dedicated every day. And when you look back, 3 months, 6 months, you will definitely see significant growth. So please be consistent. You can only learn design by designing. So the reason why I was saying sharing your work is within 3 months of you consistently sharing, you definitely get someone to who need your services, who already found you, and they think you are the right person for the job. So please share. If you have a case study, share them online too. And this just bring you. You might even not get a full-time job, but you might get like a freelancing for start, like a freelance gig or a contract job for start. Whatever offer, as far as you know, it is something you want at that point, take it. If it's not something you work at that point, you don't have to take it. Please do not settle for a job that you will not enjoy making. One thing I forgot about the Google S course is during the Google S course, you have to complete 3 projects. So the first project is a mobile app. So when you create your first case study, there please share on social media, share that on social media. So I have a video that already like explain how to create your first case study. So please, if you haven't watched that, watch that. It's the video before this video, so please watch that. And the next thing is the second and the second project is a web application. So you just create a web application. And the final project is a web application that has a mobile app as well as a landing page. So it's like the biggest project, and that's like the final project for the course. And trust me, after the end of the course, you're just set for success. You can take any interviews and be able to confidently speak and understand design processes, right? And one great thing you can do as well is collaborate with others, maybe before the end of the course or during the course, depending, this actually depends on your schedule, right? Depends on what you currently have going on. So you can decide if you have the time, you can decide to collaborate with other people on what kind of projects. Then this actually helps you to learn how to work with people on the design teams, the development team, as well as with project managers. And if you do not have access to that, no worries. I do not have access to that. I think it was my second month. I got a referral from a friend, and this was like a freelance gig, and that was my first design job. And after the end of the project, even before the end of the project, it was like already like my 3 months in, and I got someone who DM me on Twitter for a design job, freelance as well. So I think I freelanced for over a year before I decided to go full time into getting a full time role in design. I was working freelance full time, so I just changed from freelance full time to like a 9 to 5 in and a particular company job. Yeah, the particularly the company job as a UX designer. So you do whatever it is that work for you. And there's some people that actually take like a full-time job first. And after your first UX design case study, please start applying for jobs. If 9 to 5, like working in a company is something you're looking forward to, please start applying for jobs. But if you want to be a freelancer, just keep sharing your work. Somebody will reach out to you. That's the truth. I feel like with freelancing, getting people to reach out to you is more beneficial than reaching out to others. So if you are looking for a job, a full-time job, please, after your first UX design case study, start job hunting because there are a lot of things to learn during this process, and job hunting takes time and takes patience. So you have to have something going on with you while you were going on for you when you were actually like job hunting. So I wish you success in your journey. And if there is anything you would like me to help you with, explain to you, please love just drop a comment here, and you can as well reach me on Twitter, and my Twitter handle is actually available on the about page for this channel. So you can reach me on Twitter and I'll definitely reply to you. And you can as well request for tutorials or anything you just want me to explain with, just let me know. So like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time.